सेहत है तो सब कुछ है।
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू योर फेवरेट शो फिटनेस मंत्रा। आई एम योर होस्ट प्राची। आज के जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा हैंडसम है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा एनर्जेटिक हैं। आप इनको कई फिल्मों में देख चुके हैं, ये बॉलीवुड स्टार हैं और अभी रिसेंटली आपने इनको गोलमाल 4 में देखा था। येस, यू गेस्ड इट राइट, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नील नितिन मुकेश। वेल, वी हैव विद अस नील नितिन मुकेश। थैंक यू सो मच नील फॉर बीइंग ऑन द शो।
Thank you, Prachi. Thank you so much for having me.
It's an honor to have you.
Honor, all my pleasure.
Okay, Neil, my first question to you is that we saw you in Golmaal 4 and you were looking amazingly fit.
Thank
और
you.
अभी भी आप बहुत ज़्यादा fit लग रहे हैं. I think आप अभी जिम से वापस आए हैं.
I just had a routine. I'm training right now. I'm currently working for Saaho.
Okay.
Saaho is an action thriller. So I'm on a muscle gain routine. So my trainer comes twice a day. So I finished my morning routine. Then I got this opportunity to sit with you and talk to you.
That's
and then I have training back in the evenings. So in the mornings, generally, when I train, I concentrate only on cardio and core training. In the evening, it's very heavy weight training with a combination of functional and cardio again.
Oh wow, that looks like a very nice fitness regime. So Neil, because you've been working out so much, what do you think fitness is? How do you define fitness?
Well, I think, Prachi, to be very honest, fitness for me is actually mental happiness, to be very honest. I am not somebody who endorses cosmetic bodies, you know. So for me, it's not about going out there, pumping in some steroids and trying to look aesthetically nice. It needs to be fit. So I'm very conscious about my routine, my food, my diet, my sleep, my water intake. Every 6 months I do my blood profile to see, what my body is shaping up like. So you'll never see me endorse any form of steroids or any artificial, intake to just aesthetically make my body look gorgeous. So if I have to, I'll work a little harder. If I gain a little bit of fat percentage, then I'll work harder. I'll concentrate on my cardio slightly more to drop my fat percent down. And I will not rely on a fat burner or, I'll rely on my
supplements maybe.
These 2 feet, strong feet out here.
Okay.
I'll run every day.
Okay.
I do almost about 6 kilometers every day.
Because you've been so particular about what you eat and what kind of workout what you do. So what is it that you have in breakfast? So do you prefer vegetarian or non-vegetarian food, or you have a combination of both?
Okay, so breakfast happens to be my most important meal of the day.
Yeah.
And I have to have breakfast as soon as I wake up. So if I'm training in the morning for cardio, like for the next 15 days I'm going to be doing that, then I will not have breakfast early in the morning.
Okay.
Then empty stomach is when I go and I train, because that helps me fat burn, and burn fat faster. But if I'm on weight gain and if I'm on muscle gain, then the first thing I do, and regularly, I generally like starting my day with a nice heavy meal, which probably comprises of egg whites.
Okay.
I take about 4 egg whites. I take about, just a bowl of oats made in water, no milk. Maybe 4 almonds, a date, and maybe a big bowl of grapefruit. So I start my day slightly heavier with that. Then about, that's about 9:15. I'll probably have my breakfast by then. By about, say, 11:30, 11:45, I do a green tea and a green apple. Then I take a break for about another 2 hours. So about 1:30, 1:45 is when I have my lunch. Now my lunch is steamed fish with a lot of boiled and sautéed vegetables.
Okay.
So if it's not a fish, then it would be grilled chicken. And here again, the only, depending on what routine I have for that day, for the evening, I load in a few carbs out here. So it would be maybe some sweet potatoes or some mashed potatoes, along with a lot of veggies. And your veggies need to be very...
What kind of veggies do you prefer?
See, I like broccolis, I like, spring onions, I like my spring beans. Actually, I'm a I love veggies. So
I just saw you having vegetables.
If I start naming each one, my capsicum, all of them. I like all my peppers, basically also. So I think a lot of your natural sugars and your natural carb intake happens through your vegetables and your fruits. So I like taking in a lot of natural, consumption throughout the day instead of artificially getting sugars pumping in. So about 1:30 is when I have my lunch, which comprises of
all this. Yeah.
For me, I concentrate on a certain amount of fish or chicken because that's my only protein intake. Yeah. And I'm a non-vegetarian, so I do eat non-veg food. So fish happens to be something that suits me a lot because fish is very easy to digest. I don't eat anything till about 4:30.
You're empty stomach.
Then I'm empty stomach because just before workout, then I need my, maybe I'll have again just a little bit of sweet potato or with 4 egg whites again, and then I'll hit the gym. I'll hit the gym at about 5:30. So 4:30 I have just very little sweet potato to just get that extra energy kick coming in and to sustain a heavy workout. If I'm not working out heavy, then I won't load in those carbs at all. Then I'll just stick to the protein. And I don't like gaining weight because first when I have to gain weight, then I also do tend to gain fat. Then reducing the fat level
and then getting back to muscles.
Getting back into muscle is a tough
very big task.
So that process is interesting because you also tend to kind of shape up your body and you're concentrating on each part. But what happens is now suppose I'm training for Saaho and I know Saaho will take me about 6 months to reach the kind of level that I want to for Saaho. And I've already decided 6 months back that I need to start training. But I'm shooting for something else then. That is what,
that's an issue.
That clash happens. That sometimes suddenly in the film I'm looking nice and lean and then maybe I've started
little muscular.
So all of that. So which maybe sometimes as an actor, sometimes I feel that I hope there was a quicker route.
Way of
but like I said earlier, I don't like the quick way out of this.
Okay.
It's also not something that stays, It, touch wood, I can say that my muscles are here to stay. So
it comes with a lot of disadvantages as well. So yes. So post the workout in the evening.
Post-workout is a very tough call because I get very hungry very soon and very cranky because suddenly energies are kind of low. So if at all the energies are very low, then maybe I'll have a whey protein.
Okay.
Instantly I have a whey protein any which way post-workout. Once I have a whey, then I don't really do anything till about 9. Then at 9 sharp, I have my dinner, which again comprises only of steamed vegetable, boiled vegetables, steamed veggies, and steamed fish. So there I don't really try and put in any form of sweet potatoes or any extra form of carbs. I don't
only
take in.
fiber.
Only fiber, and my carbs probably are through the vegetables that I push in. So no rice, no roti. I don't do grains. If at all the energies are low and if I really need to indulge in something sweet, then maybe it'll be a nimbu pani. Also, depends on the kind of weather it is.
So no pancakes, no cakes, no sweets, nothing for you?
No, I have a very bad sweet tooth, I won't lie.
Okay.
I love chocolates. So the only time that when I have these pangs of eating chocolate, I tend to go and buy a lot. I go and buy so many chocolates, then that craving just goes away.
You buy and you just keep them in the house?
No, I distribute them. So I have a lot of kids in my building.
Okay.
And they all come every day because they know that there's one Santa Claus sitting out here 24/7. And I'm glad that I have a wife who's got a routine probably more strict than mine.
Okay.
My wife, I might cheat my workout routine for maybe, a day or two. I might skip the morning workout depending on how late my night has been.
Okay.
But my wife is extremely
strict about everything.
Strict about her routine. So she's a lot into yoga also. And she manages very well. So I'm glad that I have a partner who's so strong about her routine. It keeps me in check also. So yeah.
That's nice. So, because your wife is doing yoga, have you learned yoga and do you
No,
follow
I used
yoga?
to do a lot of yoga.
Yeah.
But like I said that I keep changing my
Fitness schedule,
routine.
ways as
So
well.
it's not always stuck to only weight training or functional or cardio. It's not like I love cycling.
Okay.
So I love outdoor sports. I love tennis. So I play a lot of tennis. So if I'm bored of the continuous routine, if I'm not concentrating on a certain project for a certain look or for a certain type, then maybe I'll just constantly every day change my routine. I'll just shock my body. I'll go for a swim for an hour.
Okay.
I'll probably with a swim I'll cycle. Then from cycling I'll jump into maybe tennis. So I just keep changing. And before sleeping, the only thing I take is a chamomile tea. It kind of helps me just relax and go off to bed nicely. Yeah.
Perfect. So because your routine is so tight and everything, and you're shooting also, so what kind of meal do you have while you're shooting? Do you pack?
I make sure that if I'm on this routine, then this meal is served to me throughout the day.
Okay.
So I generally ask my cook at home to prepare my meal, and if it's an outdoor, then my boy makes sure that I get the same meal.
Okay, when we talk about mental fitness, so there's a lot of people talk about spiritualism, people talk about meditation. So is there any kind of meditation that you follow?
My meditation is my family, to be very honest. I think the biggest happiness anyone can ever get is being with your family. The support system that they create for you is the best. I can't see myself any more happy without my parents or my wife or my brother or my sister. So when I have my family, my mental health is very high and happy. So when you talk of mental health, yes, my connect is my family. And of course, I have to say my son, whose name is Maximus.
Oh, wow.
So he's 3 years old now.
Wow.
He's a fluffy little thing. He's the best thing that's happened to me in my life. And he's major fun. So yeah, get yourself mentally happy with having a pet. Adopt a pet, get a pet. You'll always be happy and always smiling. Yeah.
So friends, now it's time for a rapid fire round. Let's see how well Neil is at it. So Neil, are you ready for the rapid fire round?
Sure.
Okay, my first question to you is, what is your favorite travel destination?
Well, if you give me an option between India and abroad, then abroad I'd love to just go to New York. In India, I would say I love Shimla. I love Mussoorie, Manali. I love Delhi.
Yeah. And which is your favorite author?
I think for me there are many. Like I said, I love reading, but I've always mentioned about Shiv Khera. So even now I refer to that book quite a few times whenever I'm slightly more demotivated and just bounce back. That's one author and one book I would recommend. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's good to know that you keep going back to it again and again, because even I do the same thing.
I'm glad to know.
Okay, and one fitness regime that you really love to do, like one exercise or one kind of way of fitness that you really love, like it could be swimming, Pilates, functional.
Well, I would say it's cycling. I like that cycling routine. I've always outdoor, indoor, both. I like cycling.
Cycling is your favorite.
Because kind of works your entire body out, and plus you're on the go.
So one last message that you would want to give our viewers about fitness and about life in general.
Well, about fitness and life in general, all I can say is just be happy. And fitness is not about pumping in steroids and artificially looking healthy. It's all about being happy up here and happy up here. So be happy, be strong, and live long.
Thank you, Neil. You were amazing at your rapid fire round. Thank you so much for your time, and all the best for your future projects.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you so much. So friends, this was Neil Nitin Mukesh. He gave us his fitness secrets and his fitness information. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys also enjoyed it. Keep watching Careworldtv and keep watching my show Fitness Mantra.
Like, share, subscribe for more such informative videos.